We started Extending Grace about 8 years ago. We saw that there was a need in our community. We had people here at Grace that were doing foster care, and we knew that there was little support here for them. Nationally, in 2020, there were around 400,000 kids in foster care. And the thing about that number is it has held steady for many years, which means it's a constant need. In Iowa, there are just under 5,000 kids in foster care. Right here locally in Johnson County, there's 130 kids, but in Linn County, there's over 600 kids in foster care. So we have a high concentration of kids right here in our community. So we wanted to be able to come alongside these families and say, how can we help? What are some practical tools that we can give to these families that will help them be able to do this hard work day in, day out? They're the ones ministering to the kids. How can we minister to the family as a whole? And how can we meet some of the needs that they have? So when we started Extending Grace, there were 2 of us. And we were totally committed, but it was more than we could do. But we did what we could. And then several years later, we had a 3rd person join our team. Now we have 14 committed volunteers.
Oftentimes a kid comes to a family and they're alone, they have none of their stuff, and they have a social worker, often a stranger, with them. And the social worker's filling out paperwork with the family, trying to make sure the foster parent knows what's going on, any needs this child has. And the child feels very shell-shocked. And so if the new parent can spend time with the child instead of trying to get their everyday needs, whether it's food or clothing, it makes the transition a lot easier, specifically for the child, to know that he's important or she's important.
The resource that we started with to give families was bags of clothing. So we tried to do like a week's worth of clothes, because we know that when kids go into foster care, they don't take much with them, if anything. And so that's just to get that family past that immediate hurdle so that they can focus on building the relationship and building trust with these kids that are in their home and don't have to worry about going shopping. We have since added grocery delivery that was requested by foster families. We do Christmas gifts for new placements in the months of November and December, because that's a hard time of the year to take new placements. Another thing that we've done is pool nights. We rent out the local pool. Families just need something to do, and we pay for it, and families can come for free, swim, have a fun time together, and it gives them an opportunity to spend time together in a fun atmosphere where they can build relationships and just make those connections either within their own family or within the foster community. We have biannual giveaways, so spring and fall. Along with the fall one, we do backpacks filled with school supplies. That's been a huge need that we've been able to meet.
And parents are so grateful too, because it's a huge expense if they have multiple foster kids to go out and buy all new book bags and all new school supplies. And so it's another practical way that we can serve them and let them know that we see them and we care for them. We have a spring giveaway and a fall giveaway, and we bring everything out from our storage and we lay it out like the most perfect yard sale, and everything is free to foster families.
Their clothing, shoes, coats, and then any other kid items that people have donated. And they can come get whatever they need, not only for the foster children in their home, but any biological children or adopted children. And we've seen that to be such a blessing, and people have commented over and over, thank you that this is for everyone in our home. And so that's huge for the whole family. So when we started, we could help, I would say, handfuls of families. And now here we are helping hundreds of families. We have definitely seen the impact grow as far as numbers in our community.
So many foster children come from broken homes or very abusive situations, and Jesus is not present. But when Christians get behind fostering and they bring children into their world and into their lives and they show them the love of Jesus, this might be the only Jesus that these kids ever see.
We serve because that's what Jesus did for us. We love because Jesus loves us, and because that's how we're called to live. We're called to care for one another. And so when we see these foster families in our community doing the work of taking care of these kids that need so much love, so much care, we can say, we have the good news of Jesus and we want to share it with you. And then what we hope to see is that as these kids grow up, then they can have stable homes, that they can know the love of Jesus, and they can help their community in turn because of what God has done for them.